This drink is likely an early version of the Martini. I'm Brian Johnson, and in this episode of Better Cocktails at Home, we're making the Martinez cocktail. This is a relative of the Martini. It's a little bit different, but I really like it. Now, typically when I make drinks, I usually start with the base spirit, the largest amount of ingredient first. In this case, they actually use sweet vermouth, and it's 2 ounces of sweet vermouth. And add that to our mixing glass. Now this also has a gin component to this drink, and so I'm using Old Tom gin. I think it's a pretty old drink, so I think this is appropriate for the style of drink it is and the flavors. I think it works well. We're gonna do 1 ounce of Old Tom gin. And add that to our mixing glass. And then it also calls for a couple dashes of maraschino, and obviously a dash is kind of subjective, but it's a small amount, but enough that you can taste it, but not that it overruns the drink. And then a dash of bitters, and I'm using Boker's bitters here. This is a very old kind of bitters, and this is a recreation by a fellow that goes by Dr. Adam, and they're nice. I'll do a couple dashes of those. That's all that goes into it. So now we're going to add our ice. Okay. And now, because all of our ingredients are clear, we're going to be stirring this cocktail. And get nice and cold, thoroughly mixed. And then take your chilled cocktail glass, strain it in. That's all there is to it. Now I do a lemon peel as a garnish. I like the citrus oil on it. I think it adds a good component to the drink. Nice aroma. I think it's a fabulous cocktail. I mean, it's what we consider, it's inverted from what we consider modern Martini, which is more gin than vermouth. But I mean, when you use a good quality vermouth and you use a good quality gin, it just tastes really great, and you get a little bit of the maraschino. Some of the bitterness. It's a really nice drink. It's a very old style. This is kind of that flavor of from the 1800s, and it's a pretty cool drink that people most likely have probably never heard of or had. But I really like it, and I hope you do too. So give it a try and see what you think. But that's how you make the Martinez cocktail.